Hello guys, on this video I will be reviewing Sac23 S9 port ROM for Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge. And this review video will be applying for S8 as well, since this is the same ROM but then I will using Galaxy S7 as a review device. Okay, so everything related to this video will be on the description or on the eye icon on the top right corners. Okay, let's get started. Sac23 S9 port ROM is a custom ROM that ported all of the features from stock ROM of Galaxy S9, which is run on Android 8 Oreo with Samsung Experience version 9. Which means that we will get all of the Galaxy S9 features and look, feeling to it. To install this ROM is so easy as long as you do it step by step. You will need OEM unlocked and custom recovery, which is verb installed. This ROM provides a lot of options and mods you can select to install, but you need to be careful because the more you install, the more chance you will get mod conflicted. That can cause a lot of issue afterward in the long run. So if I were you, you should try to watch my video that I made how to install this ROM before you get your hands dirty and try to do this ROM by yourself. Okay. This ROM provides a lot of mod and options that you can choose for it to be pre-installed, like root, dual speaker mod, ad block, dark themes, mod YouTube, modded touch-rich launchers, and edge panels, and also much more. This video I will be not cover everything since I didn't install everything as well. So I will cover the thing that only exclusive to this ROM, which is Sac23 S9 settings, which is provided with only on this Sac23 S9 port ROM, and obviously as it is. This app provides you a ton of customization features like changing the color of quick settings, notification panel, edit your lock screen, add more stuff or icon to your status bar, and more. So I made a video of this, something similar to this, for my previous ROM that I reviewed, which is called Sac23 S8 port ROM setting up mod features highlight review. If you're interested in this app or in the ideas of this app, you can check out my video on the description down below or in the eye icon on the top right corners. By the way, with all of these amazing features, you needed to be careful for what you install. And again, I mentioned you multiple times. The more you install, the more you change, the more you customize your phone. It can cause your phone to be slowed down, app crash, or even broke your ROM, and your ROM will be stuck in boot root forever, and then you need to try to reinstall everything again, which is kinda sucks. But then the more features you have it installed, the more you need to consider what or things you do that might conflict the ROM in the long run. Alright. For this ROM performance, I don't have any issue with it, so I will show you the benchmark of this ROM, which is start off with R2 apps. I get 156,166, and for Geekbench I get 1,562 for single score and 5,448 for multi-cores. And you can see from these pictures, its performance kinda a bit lower than the original ROM, stock ROM for Galaxy S7, but at the same time the ROM is good for everything else. It's good enough because the number doesn't mean much in terms of daily usage. Anyway, without carrying off with any benchmark numbers and score, this ROM runs great without any slowdown, make this ROM feel smooth and make this phone feel kinda new again. When you try to wipe everything and format factory everything, it looks and feels kinda new. As a reminder, if you experience any shutter lags or random reboots, this means that you have something wrong with your installation process or the way you install, like you're not fully clean your wipe system or you have mod application conflict. I recommend you to try to reinstall this ROM and with fully clean wipe and fully format settings. You try that because I experienced that as well. So and then I try to reinstall that afterward and everything runs smooth as it is you see now. For gaming side of things, this ROM performs as good as normal Galaxy S7 stock ROM should be, with no lag, no app crash, and both in 2D and 3D gaming, it's just more performance as good as it could be, as I said. But then since Galaxy S7 is kinda old, the newly released game like PUBG, Ark, and more that running on like higher graphic or that take advantage of better performance chipset will be kinda run into some kinda slowdown, or you will see that the setting will be running on medium to low settings, which kinda ugly, but then everything should run smooth. Kinda slow down a bit because that game is too new for the system. But then other than that, it's good and still be able to keep up most of the game that you will be able to play and find in the App Store itself. Alright. The battery life of this phone is good without any issue. The phone it seems to be able to run up to 5 hours easily without any problem most of the time. When it's standby, I didn't see any much of battery drain, but there is still. So approximately about 3 hours, I get approximately 1 to 2% decrease while it on good standby without any using, with Wi-Fi turned on and everything in lock screen without turning off. So as my conclusion and as my daily drivers, I feel like this ROM battery life is good enough. Along with the sensor of this phone, everything is fully supported without any problem. I'm not gonna show you everything because as I use in the daily drivers, I didn't see any problem with while I'm calling. Camera sensor and proximity sensor just work fine. And then I noticed something else. I noticed something different about the microphone volume levels on this ROM. It seemed to be much louder than normal. So I don't consider this as a bad thing. Maybe some people might consider this as like advantage because you can hear everything clear and louder, but at the same time you're able to hear noise clear. Sometimes when I record my video or recording the audio files, I touch my phone or I like accidentally touch my phone or bang my fingers to the screen. You can able to hear that like crash noise or hit sound when I touch the screen. So it might be a problem to some people, but most of the time it's great and it's fine. Let me talk about the issue I found while installing this ROM before I move on to the bug that found on the ROM itself. I already been mentioned this many times while I'm in this video about bad installation and not clean wipe or mod installation conflict. So as again, this ROM, if you install it badly or didn't pay attention to what you wipe or what you clean install your ROM, you might experience some ROM shadow lag and random reboot or even a boot loop. So for example, this is what I experienced myself. So I experienced really bad shadow lag and then I need to reinstall this ROM and now it's running fine, but at the same time, I still running into the problem where if I update the version of the Samsung browser itself, and I update it and then I open it to use the app, the ROM will be reboot. I don't know what bugs or what problem with this, but then if I roll back to the previous version of the Samsung browser, I didn't find any problem. So I recommend if you experience this as well, some of the app you try to open or some of the app that you use, make your phone reboot, try to go back to the previous version and you might able to use that normally without any problem. So don't make mistake like me and then make sure you know what you are doing and then clean your phone as much as possible, like clean wipe and clean install. Okay, other than that, I don't see any problem. Okay. Here is a part about my overall thought of this ROM. So this ROM is for people who needed a newest version of Samsung experience, and then in this case it is Galaxy S9 running on Android 8 Oreo, and you also at the same time want ton of customization, ton of extra features that you might not need it on the stock ROM, but then you might want to try it out and see if it's interesting and you want to use as your daily driver. So as a person like me, the more features the better, but then some of the features might not benefit you as much as you need it, but then when you think of it, you have it. This is the kind of ROM that you might interested try on. So as again, this ROM provides you ton of features and interesting features, but then at the same time, keep that in mind that the more you install, you will get the more bugs and problems, but that is a minor issue. It's not a big deal to me. Okay. So again, this ROM still provides you stock Samsung feeling to it, but still give you the newest Galaxy S9 look and features that you wanted on your previous ROM or previous phone, which is in this case Galaxy S7. Okay. So if you do this right, if you install this ROM right, you will get somewhat really minor problem, and this ROM will be running perfectly and run great most of the time without any issue compared to any other ROM I try. Alright. So that about it for this Sac23 S9 port ROM for Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge. Again, this review video also apply to Galaxy S8 as well, because this ROM also provide for Galaxy S8. Every link is down below. Hope you enjoy and learn something about this ROM. So now it's time for your opinion. What do you think about this ROM? Have you tried this ROM? Do you found any problem with this ROM? Or what do you want me to cover on the next video about custom ROM? If you find any custom ROM interested and you don't want to try yourself, you can comment down below and then ask me if I want to try it. If I want, I might do a video about it. Okay. Hope that we will help to create like a stable custom ROM community for people who are not really good at installing custom ROM and want to try to use newly updated custom ROM for yourself. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, and every link that relates to this video are in the description down below, and also the video that related to this video will be on the eye icon on the top right corner. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and see you guys on the next video. Bye.